Hello, garden lovers. Did you know that ants can lift objects 50 times their own weight, turning your peaceful veggie patch into their personal gym? Or that some species farm aphids like tiny cows for sweet honeydew? Today I'm diving into the wild world of ants in your garden and revealing over a dozen natural ways to outsmart them, protect your plants, and keep your green haven thriving, all without harsh chemicals. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll be the ant whisperer of your neighborhood. If you love practical gardening tips, subscribe to our channel because we offer the best advice on the internet, and it's completely free. Don't miss out. I'm Adam, a gardener with over 15 years of hands-on experience, and I battle my fair share of ant invasions. From tiny trails marching across my tomatoes to massive colonies under my compost, I've learned what works and what doesn't. In this video, I'll share a treasure trove of practical, eco-friendly methods to get rid of ants, highlight the mistakes gardeners often make, and uncover a few secrets that might just surprise you. I'm excited to guide you through this ant-busting adventure. Let's start with understanding why ants show up. They're attracted to sweet, sticky residue from aphids, spilled fruit, or even overripe veggies. Once they find a food source, they leave pheromone trails to invite their colony, turning your garden into a bustling highway. My first tip is to disrupt those trails. Sprinkle a mix of cinnamon and cayenne pepper along their paths. Ants hate the strong scents and will detour. I've watched them scatter within hours after trying this on my patio, and it's a quick fix to break their communication. Next, create a natural barrier. Mix equal parts water and vinegar, add a few drops of dish soap, and spray around plant bases or entry points. The acidity confuses their scent trails, and the soap clogs their spiracles, making it hard to breathe. I once used this around my cucumber patch, and the ant traffic dropped dramatically within a day. Reapply after rain for best results. Another great method is to use diatomaceous earth. This powdery substance, made from fossilized algae, dehydrates ants on contact. Sprinkle it lightly around affected areas, but wear a mask to avoid inhaling it. I spread it near my strawberry bed last summer, and within a week, the anthill nearby was abandoned nature's own desiccant at work. Drown their homes with soapy water. Find an ant nest, boil a liter of water, mix in a tablespoon of dish soap, and pour it directly into the mound. This suffocates the colony and disrupts their queen. I did this under my rose bush after spotting a huge nest, and it took just one treatment to clear them out. Be cautious not to harm nearby plants. Target the nest precisely. Set up a bait trap with borax. Mix 1 part borax with 3 parts sugar or honey. Dissolve it in a little water and place it in a shallow dish near ant activity. The workers carry it back to the nest, where it poisons the colony over time. I placed this near my compost bin, and after a few days, the ant numbers dwindled. Keep it away from pets and kids, as borax is toxic if ingested. Use citrus peels as a repellent. Scatter orange, lemon, or grapefruit peels around your garden beds. The strong citrus oils repel ants and break down into the soil as a mild fertilizer. I tossed some lemon peels near my peppers, and the ants avoided that area for weeks. It's a dual-purpose trick that smells amazing too. Plant ant-repellent herbs. Mint, lavender, and tansy naturally deter ants with their potent aromas. Plant them around the garden's edges or in pots near vulnerable plants. I added mint along my tomato rows, and not only did the ants steer clear, but I also got fresh tea leaves as a bonus. Space them 30 centimeters apart for the best effect. Introduce beneficial nematodes. These microscopic worms attack ant larvae underground. Buy them from a garden store. Mix with water as instructed and water them into the soil near nests. I tried this in my veggie patch last spring, and it wiped out a persistent colony without me lifting a finger. It's a slow but powerful solution. Make a coffee ground barrier. Use coffee grounds around plant bases or nest entrances. The caffeine and acidity repel ants and enrich the soil. I sprinkled grounds from my morning brew around my carrots, and the ants vanished while my soil got a nutrient boost. Plus, it's a great way to recycle. Use cornmeal as a trap. Sprinkle dry cornmeal near ant trails or nests. Ants eat it, but their bodies can't digest it, causing them to die off. I scattered it near my bean plants, and within a few days, The trail was gone. It's safe for other wildlife, making it a gentle option. Try essential oil sprays. Mix 10 to 15 drops of peppermint or tea tree oil with a cup of water and a teaspoon of dish soap. Then spray it on ant hotspots. The strong scent overwhelms their senses. I use peppermint oil around my lettuce, and the ants are treated almost instantly. Test on a small area first to ensure it doesn't harm your plants. Create a moat for potted plants. Place pots in trays filled with water to form a barrier ants can't cross. I did this with my basil pots during a bad infestation, and it kept my plants ant-free all season. Refresh the water every few days to maintain the effect. Encourage natural predators. Invite birds or ground beetles by adding a small birdhouse or leaving some logs for beetles. They'll eat ants and their eggs. I put up a simple bird feeder near my garden, and the local sparrows took care of a minor ant problem in no time. Remove their food sources. Clear fallen fruit. Trim aphid-infested plants, and clean up spills promptly. I once left a basket of overripe cherries out, and ants swarmed within hours. A quick tidy-up stopped that invasion cold. Prevention is half the battle. Seal entry points. Check for cracks or gaps near your garden shed or patio where ants enter, and fill them with caulk or putty. I found a tiny gap under my shed last year, sealed it, and the ant traffic dropped significantly. It's a small step with big results. What do people often mess up? Using sprays without identifying the nest, or relying on one method, and ignoring hygiene. Spraying random areas might kill a few ants but won't stop the colony. Sticking to just vinegar, for example, can let resistance build, and neglecting to clean up food draws them back. I once sprayed vinegar everywhere, only to find a nest untouched. Lesson learned. Here's something most gardeners don't know. Ants can predict weather changes. They move their colonies before heavy rain. So if you see sudden activity, a storm might be coming. Last year, I noticed a frenzy near my potatoes, and sure enough, a downpour hit the next day. Use this to time your treatments hit them just before they relocate. A personal story? A few summers ago, my compost pile became an ant metropolis. I ignored it, thinking they'd leave, but they spread to my squash plants, farming aphids like crazy. I finally used the borax bait and soapy water combo, and it took a week to reclaim my garden. Now I check my compost. Weekly proactive beats reactive every time. Let's dive deeper into some advanced tips. If ants are protecting aphids, wipe the aphids off with a damp cloth or blast them with water from a hose. I've spent mornings doing this on my beans, and it breaks the ant-aphid partnership fast. Another trick is rotating your methods. Ants can adapt, so switch between vinegar, coffee grounds, and oil sprays every few weeks. I rotate seasonally, and it keeps them guessing. You can also try a molasses trap. Mix a tablespoon of molasses with a cup of water and place it near trails. Ants love the sweetness, get stuck, and die off. I tested this near my onions, and it caught dozens in a single day, a sticky end for those little invaders. To wrap up, banishing ant from your garden is all about disrupting trails with cinnamon and cayenne, using vinegar sprays, diatomaceous earth, soapy water, borax bait, citrus peels, repellent herbs, nematodes, coffee grounds, cornmeal, essential oils, moats, predators, food removal, and sealing entry points. Avoid spraying blindly. Diversify your approach and keep it clean. Try these tricks, and your garden will be ant-free and flourishing. Drop a comment below and tell me your best ant control stories. I'm eager to hear what works for you.